I'd like to speak to you today about school bus extrication and rescue. It's one of the classes that I've been teaching for years at FDIC and around the country. And I would like to just kind of give you the arrival scenario at a school bus incident. Most school bus incidents are very minor in nature. It's usually a car runs into a school bus or something of a minor nature. But once in a while you get these major incidents where a large vehicle hits a school bus, or a school bus hits a large vehicle, or hits an immovable object like a bridge abutment or something like that. Or even if a school bus overturns, that is a major incident. If there's students on board, it's also a mass casualty incident. So there's three types of information you need to deal with one of these major school bus incidents. Number one is the technical knowledge, which we provide at FDIC from year to year with some of the hot classes there. Number two would be the mass casualty training. And number three would be incident command and control. Because as you can imagine, at a major school bus incident, there's going to be issues with command and control. There's going to be many, many people showing up at a major incident involving a school bus, from the school board people, school administrators, people that are driving by and want to help. It's just time and time again that I've studied case history, and you just have a major influx of people coming into a scene. So command and control, it would be very one of the main points that you would need to take care of at a scene. When you arrive at a school bus incident that is a major incident, you're probably going to find that school bus in one of three positions. It's either going to be on its wheels, it's going to be on its side, or it's going to be on its roof. So there are, of course, variations to that, but those are the three main positions you're going to find a school bus. Now, we're assuming that we're dealing with an incident that has many children involved here. So what you need to do initially is you get your inner and outer circle survey for safety. You have enough resources that you need initially coming to the scene, which is going to be a huge issue. You have to have enough resources to deal with this. And then you want to look at the school bus and you want to determine what two openings am I going to use. You basically want to have two openings. So school buses have a lot of openings already built in, the doorways, the windows, and so forth. So you want to look at that and you want to say, okay, I'm going to have one opening and I'm going to try to get rescuers and equipment in, and I'm going to have a second opening that we're going to take out patients. Now, initially, you may not be able to do that. For instance, if a bus is overturned and you have students that are injured and are laying on the roof of the bus, which is now the floor, the ceiling of the bus, we'll say, which is now your floor. So until you start getting some students moved out of there, you might not be able to get this flow going. But it's something you need to consider. So with the openings of the bus, you want to have two openings, so you want to look at it this way. Your first priority would be to use natural openings of the bus. Like I said, doorways and windows, emergency doorways, and so forth. As a second priority, it would be if those weren't sufficient, or if one of those openings was not sufficient, the second priority would be to make an existing opening larger. In other words, you have one window that you can use. Well, we're going to take out a post and a second window and enlarge that natural opening. So that would be your second priority. And as a last resort, you would want to make your own opening. So that's like cutting into the roof of the school bus, cutting into the sidewall, and that's last resort. So those are some things you need to think about just initially with your action plan for dealing with a school bus incident. And I hope just that little bit of a roll call tip helps you with the future if or when you arrive on such a school bus incident. And then I encourage you to get all the types of training, like I mentioned in the beginning, to help you deal with such an incident. So with that said, I appreciate you listening to this roll call tip, and I hope you have a safe shift and a safe year at your fire department. Thank you.